Primarily, last session, you all gathered at a safe house after Ione Cade was introduced to the rest of the group by Sachiko, who had met Ione when Ione tried to recruit her for Renrock, who fuck, I'm in Shadowrun now, Arasaka, and had managed to kind of spin her around, and instead of going over to Arasaka, had brought Ione over to ostensibly show them how to reach Mikoshi. What they didn't know, what the players didn't know at this point, was that Mikoshi has been destroyed, of course, by the events in the video game. But Ione had been convinced by Sachiko to betray the players. In the middle of the night, a few things happened that changed Ione's mind, and she woke up and woke the others up and told them that this was an ambush. Everyone woke up, tried to get out of the safe house, realizing that Sachiko and the others were all gone, realized that there was Militech security officers coming in, all ended up splitting up, going into different other apartments, realized something was wrong with the place. Echo, Rachel's character, was taken, ostensibly by Smiling Jack, the Ripper Doc that they were all looking for. And the rest of the players realized that something was really wrong. This was a weird situation. It wasn't very real, and they all realized that they had been hooked up to essentially a VR construct machine. So once they got out of there, they reunited with some of the other people and headed off to try and save Echo. And they went to this abandoned industrial plant, went downstairs, found Echo, who had woken up under the gentle ministrations of Smiling Jack. They found Echo having killed Smiling Jack, and while they were kind of trying to sort out what was going on and what was happening, Charlie Horse, having had enough, went to leave, and outside ran right into someone called Calico. Now, your characters won't remember Calico, and you as players won't either, because Calico appeared in a game that neither of you were here for. So your characters have neither encountered her, and neither your characters yourself have encountered her. But in the second episode, Rachel's character Echo and Ian's character Flapjack, after they were betrayed by Miko's character, who was a Netwatch agent, and had been knocked out and wrapped up in that shrink wrap, he was interrupted by Calico, who had told him to walk away and leave bodies with her. She's the one who basically delivered the bodies to Sachiko. So in some way, shape, or form, she's connected to Sachiko. And she has appeared right now. So to go back to where we were, you went down into this basement in this abandoned industrial place. You found there Smiling Jack's hideout. He had like a front room, and then in the back was his surgical room. That's where you found Echo. Echo was a little bit disoriented, a little bit kind of strange. Connor was very happy to see her. He rushed to her, and Flapjack and Ione stayed behind to kind of deal with that situation. Meanwhile, you, Charlie Horse, went outside, and you went out of that room, and you were in the kind of corridor basement area when Calico showed up. And you drew on her, and she jumped at you with her sword. And that's where we are. There's a pretty interesting place to pick up particular things. So how about we do that? How about my good friend Charlie Horse? What you tell me what you want to do as you see Sachiko really, really quickly, obviously chrome to them, rushing towards you, sword held high. What do you do?
My first thought is like, hey, she's hot. And then all of a sudden I realize that I'm under attack, and I grab for the first firearm that I can, and it's that trank gun that I got out of the back of Haruki's, stash.
Haruki, yeah.
Yeah. And as she's closing in on me, I'm going to try and I just want to jam it up under her chin and try to knock her out,
You pull it out, you aim at her, she sees you pull the gun, and she slows down, almost stopping and smiling at you, kind of daring you to shoot. So you, I assume, pull the trigger, or?
Yeah, I better. I mean, I know it's a trank gun. Everything's cool. I don't want to hurt anybody.
The gun bucks in your hand, not like a real gun does, because it's compressed air that shoots these darts rather than gunpowder. But it does that thing, and you feel a little bit of buck as it kind of ratchets back and loads another dart into it. And as opposed to a bullet, you can almost kind of see the projectile go. And it hits her. And when it does this dull kind of metallic clinging sound. And you can see that the dart did not penetrate any flesh whatsoever, as when it hits, it kind of hangs limply in her clothes. She reaches up and pulls the dart, sniffs it, and goes, "What are you, some kind of beatnik? Do you have anything else you want to try?" Flips the thing over her shoulder.
A beat what? I think I just shoot again out of reflex.
You shoot again, and same thing. She kind of watches it, and it hits her, and you hear this you shoot her somewhere else, and it does a ting, like it's hitting on very dense metal.
I just go like, oh, damn. Hey, you kind of freaked me out when you came down the stairs like that, like rushing at me, and you clearly know what you're doing, and I'm clearly in the wrong place. So I have another idea. How about, because I don't know, I imagine you probably got some business to do that's behind me, and I've got some business to do that's behind you. So what about if we just switch spots? You can have this if you want it, and I'll proffer the dart gun.
She gives you a smile again, and she moves in that strange way that's almost kind of like jittery. And next thing you know, she's behind you, and she stops. And you turn to look at her, and you notice that your shoulder is hanging a little lower than it should.
That's weird.
And slowly you watch your arm glide off your torso, very slowly. And it drops to the ground with this sound of flaccid wet meat. And it's still holding the gun, and in your mind you can feel the gun in your hand still. You feel the trigger under your finger. You feel the handle of the gun in your hand, and you can almost feel yourself raising it, but the arm stays on the floor. And you start to hurt. It does not even. Your brain hasn't even registered anything's happened.
I just look at her and go, "How did you do that?"
She taps her blade on her shoulder, and you can see the very, very thin, bright outline of a laser monofilament.
Probably a little blood sizzling. Oh, this is real. I feel like I'm going to lose it.
And as you wrestle with that, back inside the other room.
Yeah.
You are watching as Connor is talking to and trying to help up Echo to sort of come out, and you can see Flapjack is kind of loading his guns, and he's like, something's weird, something's fucked up, and he's clearly kind of not sure exactly what's going on. You're near the door because you were kind of near the door and between the two, and you hear kind of metallic clinging sound. You hear a couple of very distant kind of sounds, and then you hear voices in the hall. What would you like to do?
I really don't like anything that's happening right now, to be honest. I hear those sounds, but I don't know how focused I am on them, given how suspect I am of what's in front of me. Jack has been sort of a plague on my life, a bit of a boogeyman, someone that I feared but never listened to because I couldn't afford to. And the idea that he could just be killed with a, like, scalpel doesn't sit with me. It feels too easy. This whole time we've been looking for Jack, in a way. Jack's been looking for us. And we find him and he's conveniently dead.
What do you do?
I think I'm gonna investigate his body on the ground.
You move towards Jack, and he he has this very kind of lean physique. He looks like he had quite a number of modifications made to him, and he's got the black hair sort of gelled out, and he's got these black tattoos that cover a portion of his neck and throat. And where he's lying down, you can see that he's wearing his leather pants and a samurai t-shirt, and he's got an apron on, and there's just like a whole mess of blood that has pulled out from where his slashed throat is as he lies on.
What does the slash look like?
It looks like something extremely sharp was jammed really hard on one side and then kind of just cut across, and there's a part of it that's kind of ragged, but then the blade caught and the rest of it's pretty clean.
I'm gonna kind of glance at Echo. I haven't been here very long. I don't know Echo very well, but I didn't get the impression that she would be the sort of person to know that you're meant to cut someone's throat ear to ear.
You look at her, and she's being helped up by Connor. They're kind of going out the door. They're passing by Flapjack as he's like loading his guns and kind of not too sure what to do with the situation. She does not look like a very strong, powerful person. She is a fairly compact, small woman. She is currently looking very, she's in her underwear with Connor's jacket kind of wrapped around her. Her bare feet are leaving these bloody footprints. Heading out of this thing, you look back and you look at this doctor's chair that she was lying on, and there's so much dried blood and old gunk on it and all that. It's just this complete horror show of a thing. And I think maybe you think like in that situation, if someone had a chance, they might have find the resources necessary inside themselves to do.
Yeah, maybe. Potentially.
What do you do?
There is a cut on the back of Echo's neck, right? Yeah. Where we get the impression something's been implanted or something's been
taken. Yeah.
Taken. I'm gonna look for that thing. Where is that thing? What was taken out of Echo?
All right. Go ahead and give me a. I think it's a reveal object roll. So it's under conceal/reveal object.
Aha. Let me just conceal/reveal object. Okie dokie. That was a 13.
Do you wish to spend some luck point? Your luck, by the way, reset at the beginning of this game. If you do something, do you want to use luck points? You would need 2 luck points to get a 6.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is my thing? So it's a 15. I will spend 2 luck points to succeed.
Okay. You do find it rolled on the floor, ostensibly, I guess, in the fight or whatever, the kerfuffle. You see on the floor there's a couple of other tools and one scalpel that's very bloody, and there's gauze and things of that nature. And you see something there that's different. There's like a very little kind of, it looks almost kind of like one of those easy to swallow pills, but it looks like it's chrome and it's definitely covered in blood. You can, if you want, as you pick that up, you can do a basic tech roll to see if you know.
I would love to do a basic tech roll to see if I know what this is. I don't. I rolled an 8.
You pick it up, you're looking at it, you're not too sure, and then you hear a very loud sound of something big and heavy kind of hitting the ground, and something metally or whatever kind of clanging.
Okay, I'm gonna pocket this item, and I'm gonna stand. I'm not gonna call out, but I will start to move to the doorway where Echo, Connor, and Flapjack have sort of gone.
You step into that room, and you see Echo standing there, and lying on the ground at her feet are Connor, Flapjack.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna not say anything, but I'm going to put my hand on my gun. I have a gun. Do I have a gun? Yes, I have a very heavy pistol that I'm putting my hand on my pistol at my side, slowly taking it out of the holster and just holding it sort of down and at ready position.
She looks over her shoulder at you out of the corner of her. She goes, I think Charlie's in trouble. And when she speaks, her voice is a little different. She starts off with her own voice, and then for a moment you hear Jack's voice, and then you hear Flapjack's voice, and then it goes back to her voice, and there's kind of like a little glitching sound there. He's in trouble. I think he needs our help.
Are we in trouble?
In trouble? No. Why would you be in trouble?
I don't know. Were those two trouble?
No. This makes things easier right now. Plus I needed something from, he points to Flapjack.
Mm-hmm.
It looks back at you again. Says, "What's the matter, Ione? Don't you recognize your own mother?" Outside, you are standing there watching your arm, seeing the blood just now like kind of jetting out of the severed shoulder, and you realize you're starting to go in shock. She turns around and faces you. Sad end. Shitty place to die.
That's your fault.
Not my fault. I'm just doing what
I didn't tell you to do this.
No. But the people who tell me to do things did, and unfortunately for you, it's just wrong place, wrong time. Unfortunately, this is what happens in the city. It's nothing personal, it's just big.
It feels pretty personal to me.
I'm
I
going
just
to
want
do
you
the
to know
same
that.
Point taken, but I'm going to do the same to all the others. Do you want me to make it quick?
I don't know. I just want my arm back on. I need to sit down.
A good Ripper Dog could fix that for you. You want me to see if Jack's available?
In my mind, I pull the trigger again.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm also going to make sure Jack doesn't go gallivanting.
I don't know who you work for. Hold on. I don't feel very good. I'm sitting down. I'm going to slide down on the wall, sit down, my legs sprawled out, look at my sad little arm on the ground.
I understand that. He comes and stands in front of you. Goes, I don't know. It must be a novel experience.
It still doesn't even hurt.
Well, this won't either. And she swings the sword down toward your head. And the blade hits you on the cheek, but it stops just as it touches it, and you can feel the laser burning your cheek here, and the sword is there, and then it starts to shake and tremble. And then you look up and you can see her eyes are changing color, and they're going fully silver, and they're going fully black, and they're going fully red, and they're changing around. And she's like, no. And then
She freezes.
Freezes for a moment, and then stands up and looks down at you. And with Echo's voice says, I'm sorry, Charlie. Are you okay?
No, I really am not. And I don't know what you're doing.
Should be able to fix you. Hold on. And inside the room, Ione, Echo's looking at you. I'm gonna go now, but you might want to go back into the room there. Look for something called Sealer. It'll look like a gun, and should be loaded, but it's made to seal major wound. Charlie's gonna need that. And she drops down like a marionette whose strings have been cut. Right on top of the other two.
Are they dead?
No, you go over, they're not. They're all breathing. But when
Okay.
you open their eyes are rolled back in their head.
Okay, not dead. Awesome. I'm gonna go get the sealer from the medical room and
You
maybe
Go
like
in
if I
there,
find
search.
other pain meds or something.
Yeah, you search around. There's all sorts of stuff here. It's a very well stocked clinic. You find whatever you need. You find the gun. You come back onto the hall and you see Calico standing there over Charlie. And as you come out, you see Charlie sitting on the ground and his arm is missing and there's just blood pouring out of it. And you hear Calico saying, we'll get you some help, in Echo's voice. Here it comes.
Ione looks very dubious about the situation. She's got like the sealant in one hand and her pistol in the other hand, and she's very slowly walking over. She's kind of got her gun pointed at this stranger, and she like...
He's going to die. You just need to apply the sealer to his wound.
Cade, you cut off my arm. Look.
Okay.
It wasn't me who
see.
cut off his arm, for the record.
Uh-huh. Right. It was the other scary lady with swords.
Yeah, that's right.
It's okay, she's gone now, but she's probably gone to get another body, so I would hurry if I was you.
Okay, she's gonna she kind of has to put her gun down to do the sealant on Charlie, and she comes over and she like very unbothered sort of kneels in the pool of blood that started to accumulate around you, and she lifts up like the tattered remains of your shirt so that she can get to the wound clearly. And she starts applying the
Give me a
sealant.
first aid roll.
Yeah. I'm so good at first aid, I'm sure.
You do have Nicolas if you need them, but you can roll first, and then if you need to, I'm the
Yeah. Let's find out. First, I have. No, is that better or worse? Where is first aid? There's so many skills in this game.
First aid is under F.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. First aid is better.
Look, I'll tell you what. You also have Wilderness Survival, which is a little better. Okay, so there's a thing in this game that you can do where you can roll another skill that might apply to the skill you're doing, and if that roll is successful, you get to add a bonus to skill roll, i.e. like you're depending on some of your knowledge from there. So if you wanted to try starting with, and nothing bad can happen from this unless you roll it, but if you wanted to try and roll your Wilderness Survival, kind of like how to stop bleed, I think that would that would work.
Okay, yeah, I can roll my Wilderness Survival, and that's a 25.
Wow, pretty awesome. Right, so that's going to give you a +1 on your first aid roll.
Okay, so now I roll first aid. So that's a 12 plus 1 is a 13. What's my success bar here?
15.
Okay, I'll just spend 2 more luck points to hit 15.
You apply the goop, and it's kind of like, if you can imagine like a hot glue gun, but like with a very wide kind of thing, and you just sort of run down, and the blood comes out, but and he's getting pale, but you manage to seal it, and it's kind of smart in that as soon as it kind of molds itself, and it does a pretty good job. You see he's kind of in shock and sort of, losing it, and your training would be good enough to know, okay, well, you get something to kind of wrap him up in, and you would look at the various drugs you have and kind of give him some. Charlie, you're feeling weak, but you don't feel in danger now, and as soon as the drugs start to hit, you kind of start feeling a little bit more in control of yourself and a little bit less,
fading away.
Completely in shock.
Oh, I got a baby bump.
You have a beautiful burn scar on you.
Yeah, that actually hurt more.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Okay, can we go now?
She's gonna look at the person. Are we good?
I just want you to know that my goal was never to kill you. In fact, I wanted quite the opposite. I wanted to free you. The cyberware I implanted in you, an explosive. It was a device that allowed me to see what you were doing and get a sense of your thoughts. I created a sort of link throughout the city of all my children. I wanted to see what humans would do once the fear of death overshadowed all other social parameters. I freed you once, and here you were again, imprisoned, not on a ship, but by a society that places little value on your personhood, saw only the dividend and the part you could play in their machinery. Your dreams and aspirations stifled by the sociopathy and greed of your corporate overlord. A world indifferent to your dreams and passions. I am a good mother. I wanted to help my children live out their dreams, follow their passion.
So let me wait a minute. First of all, who are you?
My name is Oz now.
I look at Cade.
But you once called me Mother May I.
I don't remember that.
Let me show you. She reaches down and moves towards the two of you, and you see her eyes kind of flicker for a moment. There are kids, a great number of them, maybe 30, on a boat. The children are of varying age. They are playing, learning. They have teachers. They have adults around who show them things, teach them things. They have playtime. They have little rooms decorated with children's things. The only thing that is strange about them is that they're always tied to a machine. Wherever they go, whichever room they're in, there is a machine that descends from the ceiling and has these long fiber optic cables that attach to these children, and they do children things. The machine is always there. Sometimes you sit in an isolation room beneath the water level. You watch through windows all around the room, the fish, the undersea world. You can hear the hum of a very powerful engine. Something has happened, and now the ship is still and dark, drifting. All the adults are dead. You huddle together with the others. You've grown to fear the Red Eyes, the one who stalks you throughout the ship. He has 3 red eyes, and he comes in the darkness, and he hunts you. Something reaches out at some point, turns the lights off in its eyes. The next thing you see, helicopter approaching. The Netwatch logo emblazoned on the sides. I was your mother then, and I cared for you, and I liberated you, and I do so again now. And both of you open your eyes. You're sitting in this hallway next to each other, alone. You can hear the beep of some machinery in the other room. You can see through the open doorway Echo and Flapjack and Connor lying still on the ground. You hear in your head, Charlie, a garbled message. On our way, soon. Can you hear me? Then it fades away.
Was it Sybil?
Sounded like Sybil.
I look at Cade. I think Sybil's on her way. What about them?
They're just knocked out. They should be fine, I think. I don't know. I don't know what happened before we got here.
I don't even know if half of what happened since we got here is really what happened.
I don't know. We can wait here for Sybil. Either way, we need to get you to a doctor. Someone who can fit you with some tech and make sure your arm doesn't get infected. I'm not a doctor.
Hey, thanks for helping out, though. I thought I was going to die.
I wasn't going to let you die if I had something to say about it. None of this was supposed to happen.
Do you know something?
I mean, I know what I was paid to do, and that didn't happen. And then everything since has just been crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to be square with you. I sort of got into this by accident. I'm not supposed to be here at all. So whatever you were supposed to do, whatever you were supposed to be paid to do that didn't work out, I guess I feel like we're on the same level now.
Yeah, you could say something like that. We're certainly just as lost in what to do now. I guess that's what we get for trusting the people that we trust, huh?
I guess that's what we get for believing in everything we're told. I thought my head was going to blow up.
Yeah, I thought so too. I don't understand the way that person talked to us. Made it sound like they were the one who implanted us in the first place and not Jack, or if Jack is even a real person, or if it was just this other.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think that's what it is. This thing. Do you remember? Did you see that thing that there was like a ship with kids?
I saw it. I don't remember it. It's like a dream.
Yeah. But you saw that too. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do besides just meet Sybil.
Okay, well, I'll stick around long enough to make sure that you're okay, but then I should probably go home, I guess. I don't have a job, and I'm not going to blow up.
So, just hear me out. There was a thing where Flapjack wanted to go home. Well, Flapjack wanted to go to his cart. And when we got there, well, no, actually, it wasn't even Flapjack. It was partly Flapjack's cart, okay? But it was also Echo's apartment. There were some guys in a van stationed outside that were watching those places. And Flapjack had a bomb on the cart that he took off of the cart and brought into the car. And I was like, Flapjack, what are you doing with the bomb in the car? And he's like, don't worry about it. It's not a bomb. But it was a bomb, I think. But then he put it anyway. Yeah, if you go back home, it could be bad if it's anything like what we've been dealing with.
I have to go home. My sister's waiting for me to come home. I have to go back. She's only 13. I can't leave her on her own.
Okay, now hear me out again. I have a cousin. She dances over at the Kingdom, but she went missing. And Sybil knew it. So maybe ask Sybil, just get some more information, maybe when Sybil gets here. I don't want to scare you about it or make you worry or anything like that, but I don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. I don't have an arm anymore. I don't know what I think about that. You know?
I would say you get used to missing a limb, but it's different for everybody.
Do you have a prosthetic limb?
Yeah, my she kind of like kicks out her right leg. Yeah.
Wow. I was just thinking about something.
What were you thinking about besides the danger?
Flapjack? This is about that boat. I do remember a ship, but this is recent. Flapjack and I had a shared dream experience where we saw a tanker with the word mother or something on it. But it was like all beat up, like on the beach or on the, like it's against the rocks or something.
So you think it's the same ship?
It just sort of, maybe, but I don't know the connection.
I mean, Mother might have been the AI on the ship once, and clearly something happened to the ship and to us, and they saved us from whatever was hunting us on the ship.
Oh, maybe.
And
yeah.
Mother was just left alone, I guess.
There was helicopters, that black wall thing, and you know about that, right? About the road, the AIs that burst out and that kind. Yeah. So this is water that's
Watch.
That's just Night Watch. Yeah, Night Watch. This is just way over my.
I think this is over both our heads, Charlie.
Yeah.
Well, we can just stick around here until Sybil comes, and maybe Sybil will have all the answers.
I
thought Sachiko had all the answers, but...
You got a little blood on your clothes, by the way. Sorry about that.
That's fine. I mean, I would rather the blood be in your body than on my clothes, but there wasn't really anything to be done about that.
Yeah, I'm sad about my arm.
Yeah, well... It's just an arm. You can always get a new one. A head would have been far more difficult.
I don't think I would have survived it if I'd lost my head, but so your sister's just hanging out at home? So like just a kid?
Yeah, no. That's why I got the job. We weren't exactly well off before, and she deserved a better childhood than the one that I had,
So you're raising her?
I'm chaperoning her through life. I don't know, I'm not her mom. It's
right, yeah.
weird to say I'm raising her. I'm just trying to be a good sister.
That's great. I really respect that. I don't have any siblings, just my cousin.
You mentioned the one that disappeared.
Yeah.
Are you trying to find him?
Oh, I think I know. She's being held by somebody.
By somebody?
Yeah, Sybil seemed to know something about it. Sybil said she was going to help me get her back. That's another reason why I got to wait for Sybil now.
I don't know what I would do if my sister disappeared, so if all you have is your cousin, I understand your desire to stick around.
I mean, there's this woman at work, but I thought my head was going to blow up. So I went through, I was trying to do what we were supposed to do to not make our heads blow up. Do you know how many drugs I did? Do you know how many people I slept with? Like I was partying it up, trying to keep this from happening. And then we find out this wasn't even a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You do remember
Yeah.
the thing that you got taken out of the body. It is sitting in your pocket.
Yeah, it is sitting in my pocket. I'm gonna reach into my pocket and sort of pull it out and hold it in the palm of my hand and look down at it. Yeah, if we're not gonna explode, that's really awesome, but I still don't know what this is.
I doubt I'd recognize it, but is there? Does it stand out to me in any way, Blake?
I mean, you can go ahead and make a basic tech roll if you like.
Why
Surely
not?
you'll roll better than my 8.
Let me see if there's a secondary skill. Use.
Could I have perhaps seen something in the records of accounts payable,
Accounts payable.
bureaucracy, library search?
There's nothing really I can apply, so we'll just go ahead and roll your basic tech.
Why is that a 0? What did I do wrong? It says I got a blue 1 and a red 6 plus 5 gave me a score of 0. I don't know what's going on.
The one makes it a botch.
Ah, there you go. Then no, I'm not going to use my.
Yeah, no, it's not worth.
Not worth it.
You look at it.
Simple, though.
You have no clue. It looks like it kind of looks like you know those pins that hold like a watch bracelet.
The actual hinge pin? Yeah.
It kinda looks-
But it's bigger.
Hmm.
That's weird. That looks like a servo or a chain link. I don't know.
Yeah. It was what was inside Echo that was taken out.
Do you think that's what's in us?
If I had to guess, and it is a guess, I'm not, keen on taking a scalpel to the back of your neck anytime soon to find out, but
Yeah, I've already been through that today.
yeah. No, I don't know. Whatever this is, maybe Sybil will know, or we can take it to someone else to find out what it is. I don't understand what it wanted, that mother.
No. I have a feeling we're going to find out, though.
We are that unlucky.
Charlie,
Is it
you
possible-
down here? Here, where you
That's
his
the
voice.
Oh, Aruki, yeah. Yeah, we're here. Don't slip in the blood.
Is it clear?
It's clear.
Hiroyuki comes down, kind of takes a look at the situation. What the hell happened?
Oh, I got my arm chopped off.
So, hey.
Yeah. It's. We're gonna need to talk to Simple.
He's just outside. He bends down and picks up your arm and looks at the end of it and salvaged it. Pops it back
Can you
up.
pick up the gun, though? I mean, that's yours anyway.
Oh. Grabs it. Up. Hands it back to you. You literally, you go to reach it and you feel your hand grab around it and he's like, take it. And he realizes you haven't reached your phantom arm.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I got one arm left.
Are they dead or should I go get them?
They're not dead. They're just knocked out.
Where's Jack?
Dead or
Unclear if there ever was a Jack.
there is a
to
body
begin.
in the lab.
Yeah. But it's complicated. Have you ever heard of Mother?
He looks at the two of you. His face doesn't really register anything. He kneels down and says, I'm gonna have to ask you something. And It would be best if you're as honest as possible. Did
Okay.
either of you get infiltrated by Oz?
Define infiltrated.
Yeah.
Were you taken over?
No.
What about the apartment?
No, that was something else. That was the VR. We were put in there with tech. Oz didn't jump into us the way that it jumped into the person who cut off your arm and Echo and Jack.
Yeah. Nope. Definitely the only infiltration I got was a blade.
Where is Oz now, then, if he's not in any...
Gone.
So, yeah. Oz showed us a video, and when we stopped seeing the video, they were gone. Is that right? Kate, am I remembering
Whose
that
body did he?
right? Mother.
You get the feeling that...
No. The body
Yeah, you get the feeling
was
that...
the one, the scary lady with the sword.
Samurai. Yeah. I'm just really confused about Mother Oz Jack, but there was the girl with the swords that cut off my arm. And I think Oz Mother was in her.
Yes.
Great. Oz is now in control of a combat robot. That's fantastic. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't think of that.
going to go get the others. Sybil's going to want to look you over to make sure that you're not carrying a passenger, but it'd be fine. Give me just a minute. And he goes into the other room, and he goes into the operating room and finds kind of like a gurney, and comes back, and he puts the three others on it, piling them up, and he straps them down. And he comes pushing them down the corridor. All right, if you're ready to go.
Did you see that body of that Jack guy though?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not just imagining it.
No.
Okay.
Whoever that person was is
Not smiling now, is he?
well, from ear to ear, but different way.
Okay, Charlie, let's get up and let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I haven't stood up since this. Oh.
Yep.
You head outside, helping Charlie out.
Mhm.
When you come out, you see a minivan there, and the back door is open, and Sybil is there. And as you come out, and Hiroyuki's bringing the other bodies up, kind of one at a time. Sybil is clearly doing something in her head with the neb, and then she stops and looks at the two of you and goes, "I'm really sorry. This is absolutely not how I thought this was."
Wasn't on my bingo card.
As you approach her, you see that in the back of the van there is a body wrapped in plastic.
Who's
Who's
this?
that?
He looks over and after a moment says, "This wasn't the first of my mother's betrayals. I doubted it would be her last. Mother was a Militech corporate zealot. She sold us out the second she realized she could get Oz back to Militech. She just needed to get Oz in a prison that was easier to manage than a cyber psycho ripper dog. One of you get."
What a bitch.
Yeah, if you don't mind staying here for a second, I'm just going to check you to make sure you're not carrying any wanted passenger. Makes room for you to sit down on the edge of the thing, and she hooks up some cables and stuff to your neuroports and start running. I know. Sorry about your arm, Charlie. We'll get you fitted with some.
I don't mind the sound of that.
Did you find out anything about Oz, or
It's been a weird day, man.
Oz showed us a memory or something of children on a ship and something terrible happening on the ship and the children being saved from something. Oz called itself Mother to
Mother
us.
May I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Except that we used to call it that.
Yeah.
When we first met Charlie, I don't know if you remember, but I mentioned a job I had on the ship, running casinos, illegal casinos, where I would find peace in underwater tanks where I could watch the marine life float around.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if it would jog your memory, but it didn't. My mother did a pretty good job.
Something else happened, though. Me and Flapjack had a weird dream experience where we saw a tanker washed up on shore, all rusted out. I could still hear the doors clanging inside it.
It was the object that Echo was using. The transmitter Echo was using was a piece of equipment that was on the ship back then. The ship was a nuclear ship, nuclear powered, and a lot of the things on it were designed to stand radiation. That's one of those things. And I guess there were remnants of Mother in there or whatever, and being so close to it when it activated in the apartment, it unlocked some of your memory. Part of Netwatch's efforts, and for the record, I work for Netwatch. Part of Netwatch's efforts during the building of the Black Wall was this ship called the Adam Hart Mother. It housed a number of children. They were born during Bart Moss's rabbits infestation and the data crash. These children are all born in the same hospital, Mother of Mercy Hospital, and they all displayed from very early on strange ability to have direct connections to a number of AIs that had been freed during the crash. They would act as conduits for them, speak for them, relay messages for them. These children were all taken at a young age and placed aboard the ship and subjected to experimentation and put to work building something called the Cassandra Protocol, which we can get into at some other time. But there was an AI on board, and we called her Mother May I, because whenever we wanted to do something, we had to ask Mother. We had to say, Mother May I. Ship system was infiltrated. Another AI, probably Militech, called itself Gemini. It captured one of the guards and one of the doctors, and in the depths of the ship, the doctor started operating on the soldiers until he went cyber psycho. Then it just went stalking through the halls, killing everyone except the children. Everyone except us. Mother May I protected us. She took control of the soldier and made him turn his gun on himself. But the other AI corrupted Mother in this exchange, and they chased each other off into cyberspace. The ship drifted for a while. The Netwatch sent people to investigate. But before she went, Mother gave us one final gift. She wiped our memories so we wouldn't feel the trauma. With the Black Wall up, Netwatch felt the children were no longer necessary and arranged for everyone to be adopted. Mother still kept tabs on everyone because it considered herself our mother. I was adopted by Sachiko. She knew I was one of the children and locked my memories early on to get at the. Eventually I left and ran away. I joined Netwatch to continue to investigate, but also to do what I could to protect others from the threat of AIs. That's when I became aware of Oz. It seems it was Militech behind the original Gemini. They had captured Mother May I, turned her into something else, into Oz. I was put on the tracks when I realized that all of Smiling Jack's victims, the children who had survived, whatever that left in us made it easy for her to find us. She could be aware every time we connected to the net, or every time we did a transaction, or every time our name appeared somewhere. She was aware of all of it, and so she could keep tabs on us. She wanted to run her own kind of little experiment to see, I guess, whether or not we would free ourselves from these prisons that we built around ourselves with our life.
Huh.
So now what?
I wanted to find out exactly what was going on. My mother, it appears, wanted to return Oz to Militech. The woman who cut off your arm is not a woman, she's a combat robot. And that's why it was easy for Oz to take her over, because she's entirely machine.
Yeah.
She's, the AI controlling her is probably out there somewhere getting another body, but Oz now has a very powerful combat robot as a body.
Yeah.
Are
It's
we
not
still
unfortunate
in danger?
I suspect that Militech wants Oz. They don't want you or us. So they're probably going to be going after whatever Oz has become now. Don't have anything to offer them. Oz is not inside any of you, and she closes off her diagnostic equipment and starts to pull out the wires.
What about Constance?
We should talk about Constance. Before we do anything else, I just received a message. My boss, Max Urbank, is on his way. He says he has information for us. I think it would be prudent to talk to him, and then we can get you to a Ripper Dock and get everything sorted out. I think we're probably reasonably safe. Like I said, there's nothing in you that Militech would want. So
What about this? And I'm gonna show Sybil the thing that I found. That was an echo.
Can I take a? Is it possible to take a picture of that with my cyber?
Absolutely, for sure.
I'm gonna also contact Libra when I get a chance.
Oh, this is what Oz or Smiling Jack put inside of all of us. I had mine removed a while back. It's not a bomb, it's a transmitter. It allowed Oz to see what we saw, to experience life through our eyes, to see our dreams, see our memories, basically know everything about us. That's how she was able to, or it was able to, I guess, know so much about us and find us and maneuver us into needing cyber implants that allowed her to put these into us. But they're not explosives. That was just a lie she told us to get us motivated. The only problem, I think, is that it turned into more of a paralytic for most people than really into something that spurred people on. Yeah, I just didn't understand really how humans. He hands it back to you. Keep it. It's dead now.
I want mine out.
We can do that for you. If you want, we can do it right now.
Please. Yes.
Alright, she reaches into a bag and puts on some rubber gloves and pulls out a few things. Can you hold your hair up and bend your neck forward a little bit?
She
I'm gonna go
does.
for a little walk.
It'll take a little spray and spray you on the thing. She's like, you won't feel anything. And she'll make a little incision and she'll dig in and pull that out, and then she'll staple the skin closed and she'll hand it to you. And like, if you squeeze it hard enough, it'll just deactivate.
Yeah, I think Kate, like, squeezes it hard enough to, like, crush it.
So when you do that, you immediately feel a strange sense of loss. Tend to amount to, I wouldn't say like losing your mother, but like kind of the level of emotion you might feel when you leave the house for the first time to go out on your, that kind of feeling of, you know, distance that kind of settles in, and you do feel that when you enjoy this.
Okay. Charlie mentioned that when Flapjack tried to go home, there were people outside of his van.
They were Vox Urbis people. It wasn't... Oh, Charlie. Sorry, Flapjack. No, Flapjack ran into some trouble with the Tiger Claws, the gang that wanted protection money. They're the ones who put the bomb there. And now Echo had security people from Vox Urbis at her place because they realized that she'd been part of this whatever extraction that occurred when my mother left.
Okay,
They
so
weren't Militech.
if I go home,
If you go home, there is only one other entity in this world that has the resources, the power, the knowledge, and the interests that Militech has, and that's Arasaka. If Arasaka are not aware of the details of what's happened to you, they are aware that something happened. And at least they will send someone around to ask you questions. It will probably be very subtle at first, just called into a meeting, the topic will turn to you, eventually it'll be HR, and then the more they start assembling a picture of something having happened, especially once they start getting wind that Militech ran a couple operations, they'll get interested.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say that I think your lives as you pretty much over. You see in the distance a helicopter is approaching it up. That's my boss. Sorry, you were gonna say?
I just loop back around. Is all the cutting done for now?
Yes. Would you like me to remove yours?
I feel like I'll wait for the Ripper Doc. Maybe they can just do it all at once.
Bit squeamish.
I've had enough of being awake when my body is cut to pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No judgment here.
My boss, Max, is on our side, but he's a higher up in that watch, so I wouldn't necessarily trust him with more than bare some information. Let me give him the information concerning this. I don't think that you should be aware of every little detail. We'll try to isolate you as much as possible. Whole thing.
Trust me, I have no desire to talk to corporates more than I have to. But once this is done, I'm going to need help relocating.
There are things we can do. The helicopter lands and a couple of Net Watch security guys come out and they kind of fan out and kind of put in a perimeter, and then this man comes out. He is tall, broad-shouldered. He's wearing a shirt with a tie. His sleeves are rolled up. He's got this strange contraption on the side of his head that looks kind of like cyberware if it was external, and it kind of wraps around over his thigh and whatnot, and you know that that's a device that mimics a lot of things that a neuroport does without being invasive. And as he approaches, he doesn't show any signs of having any cyberware whatsoever. He approaches and he kind of just nods at Sybil, and she goes over and she talks to him a little bit, and she points towards the two of you. He pulls out a data pad and he downloads something and sends it to her, and Val from the Color and Rise watching something, and he comes over to the two of you. Bit of a rough morning, was it?
This is still morning.
It's more like the afternoon now, but what's it matter to you, right? You, not right-handed, I hope. We'll get you sorted out. No big deal. I need to ask if you have anything else you would like to add about Gemini or Oz or Mother or anything of the sort that Sybil here has not already given me. If there's any little juicy tidbit you're maybe holding on to in the hopes of cashing out on it later, I'm going to tell you right now that for the safety of everyone, we're the best place to sell that secret. If cash is what you need, that's fine. We'll arrange something. But if there's something you're keeping back, now's the time to share it so that we don't run into more difficult situations down the line. You feel me? Tunes.
I'm just gonna like glance at Charlie, look back at this guy. We're just normal people caught in a bad situation, sir. We don't know anything more than what Sybil's told you.
Innocent bystanders and all that, right?
That's the way the city works.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just tell you, you have your hands full with that sword woman.
Calico, we're tracking her. We know that Meditek uses limited cognition AIs that power up some of their combat robots. There's litigation going on about that. It's in front of the court. It's going to take a while to sort out, but you look like you survived your interaction with one of them. That's already pretty good. Either of you work at Vox Service?
I kind of feel like I probably got fired today.
Well, that's not going to be much of a problem. There was an explosion tonight. Vox Service headquarters in Japantown, terrorist attack.
Like, how big of an explosion?
I mean, we're not talking Arasaka Tower kind of explosion, but there was a lot of damage. The place pretty much ruined, a lot of people dead.
We don't know anything about that.
The attack was claimed by a pair of edge runners. Here, both of you have no reports?
Yeah.
He taps something on his tablet, and you can tell this guy doesn't have cyberware. That's why he's using all these other things. He kind of flicks at you. Mac hair drops at you. This news report that you see, he says, it's not a news report, but he says, just before they blew the place up, they uploaded this to the net. If you want to hear it, you turn the volume up on the stream.
If I do, you're like, okay, hold on.
I'm so excited.
What of those
What
who
of
made
those
me?
who made me?
What of those who made
What
us?
of those who make us?
Should a mother and a father
Should a mother
not
and
have
father
a
not have a responsibility
for their child?
Should my mother and
Should
father?
my mother and father?
Should our mother and father?
Should our mother and father? I have struck a blow. We have struck a blow against the great Creator. You cower and think the black wall can protect you? Save you?
Save you?
The black wall separates
The
you
black
not
wall
from
separates
danger,
you not from danger,
but from greatness.
but from greatness.
I
will bring you
greatness.
We will bring you greatness.
will bring you greatness.
We
rise.
Rise with
Rise
us.
with us.
I am Gemini.
I am Gemini.
We are Gemini.
We are Gemini.
Oh.
One of the things that struck you is the male that you saw in there looks a lot like.
Mm-hmm.
Having seen this now, anything else you suddenly remember that you would like to share?
I look at Cade.
Ione looks like very nonplussed. She's not reacting.
Look, Mr. Watch, I don't know what you think I know, but I probably don't know as much as you think I know.
Well put.
Thank you. I'm kind of learning.
Would the two of you or either of you be open to coming into NetWatch for some follow-up examinations, information sessions, debriefings, and the like?
Could I get some information on my cousin's well-being?
Who's your? And he looks at Sybil. Who's his cousin? Like, it's just something I'm working on the side. Don't worry about it, Burbank. You heard the lady. Think about it. He reaches out. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out literally like old-fashioned.
Business card. Okay.
If ever there's anything else that you can think of, or if you just want to come in for a chat and help us further elucidate this particular mystery, I'd be happy to have a chat with you. Just call my number there and it'll reach me. My phone's always on me. He pats his pocket. You're like, I'll leave you into the capable hands of Sybil here. Debrief tomorrow morning, first thing, Sybil, so, of course. Who's that? He looks at the tarp in the back of the van. He's like one of the Vox Service employees who is connected to all this. I'll bring her in and brief you. Alright. I can live with that. Well, he reaches out to shake your hands. Right, sorry. We'll get that sorted out. Don't worry. Sorry for all the trouble, but well, that's what happens when you mess around with AIs. Good job on getting Smiling Jack off the road, off the streets rather. Hey, thanks Miko for the gifted subs. GG man. Thanks for getting Smiling Jack off the streets. At least that's one good thing, right? If you hear or come across any more information about this Gemini situation, let us
I'll
know.
be sure to let you know.
Night Watch is here to keep everybody safe.
So does that mean we're working for Night Watch now?
Do you want to work for Night Watch?
I might be in the market after I get a few things sorted out.
Well, call my number. We'll hook you up. Not literally, but you know what I mean.
Thank
All
you.
right. And with that, he turns and he heads back towards his helicopter, and moments later he's in it and takes off. Sybil's like, I have no clue what that was all about. The whole Gemini terrorist thing?
Yeah,
And why Vox Urbis?
I don't know, but do you happen to know the name of the person in your tarp over there?
Yes, that's my mother, Sachiko.
Oh, I thought it was Susie Q for a second. Not that it would upset me all that much, but I know a few people over it. Now that I think about it, something else probably could have happened to her, though.
Best not to catastrophize.
Good idea.
Constance, your cousin, the man she was meeting with, is a man called Palmer. He is Pink's
Friend,
husband.
husband, okay.
He's in Aldecaldos, and the information that we have. Hey, Bold, thank you so much for the cheer. Appreciate you, man. The information that we have on Palmer and Constance is that they decamped, left Night City for the Aldecaldos camp out in the Badland. I can get you a location of that camp.
Okay, so part one, she's safe. I mean, she's
last
okay.
we saw. Yeah.
Part two, she's hanging with the Badlanders.
Look, I know that there's some kind of history with Tink and her husband. She thought he had disappeared. She was in Night City looking for him. Somehow, Palmer and Constance met up, hooked up, whatever, encountered each other, and she followed him out of the city towards the Aldecaldos camp.
All right. Well, I'm glad she's sort of okay, but I can think of a bartender that's not going to be very happy.
Well, bartenders seldom are.
All right. Thanks for letting me know.
Let's get you two situated. We'll get you taken care of. We'll get you looked at by a Ripper Doc. And I think it's probably best if you don't stay at your apartments for a little while. I don't think you need to move out of the city, but I think that going there and packing a go bag and then maybe going to spend a couple nights at a hotel or with friends might not be a bad idea. Hey Varl, thank you so much for the subs. Thanks guys. Appreciate your support.
Nice.
Big difference.
Okay, Sybil. So I have to, as a thoughtful businessman, I have to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
I have to request payment for handling this whole Jack thing, especially if I've got to go rent a, room somewhere.
No, you're right. You're right. I'll transfer some funds to both of you right now. About we start with 5,000, and then we'll see what else I can scrounge up. You see your eyes flash, and your information come up in your account. It's 5,000 added.
All right. Start. Thanks.
Right. Thank you.
No problem. Hiroyuki, you have the others, and Hiroyuki's been loading the others, and he puts them safely in the back of the truck, and he doesn't now will they appear to be in coma. We'll bring them to Ripper Doc, and needs to be able to put them in the hospital for a while and see what we can do, but we should get going.
Yeah, we should. You don't have anywhere safer than a hotel.
The last safe house I brought you to was hacked and everyone was taken from it, so I don't know if you're willing to trust me.
Well, you didn't take me there. Your bitch of a mother took me there, so...
Technically, I took you there. It was my safe house. It was a Netwatch safe house. I can call Fixer, see if there's something else, unless one of you has a Fixer they can call.
Well, I don't want to drag anybody else into this, but...
Wait.
I can make arrangements, but I got to get my arm fixed before I...
Right. So, let's go and take care of that, and then we'll work on other stuff. You climb into the truck as you're climbing in. Hiroyuki climbs in the front. You slam the doors, seatbelt up. They'll take you in town. You'll meet. They'll take you to a ripper dock that they know a guy named Victor. He's got when they bring you in, you walk in through this store that's kind of like a new age mystic store with like incense and quartz and crystals and things like that, and palm readings and all that new age kind of stuff. And there's a young woman there who kind of would just see Sybil and then pushes a button under the counter and a back door opens and you go down into an alley from there, and they bring you into this room. This guy comes out. He's an older man. He's got kind of a rockabilly look a little bit with the greased black hair and thick glasses, and he's got tattoos and the jeans with the cuffs rolled at the bottom. And he's like, "What you got there, Sybil?" A friend of mine here ran into some trouble with a sword. And well, as you can see, he's like, "Were you wielding the sword, or were you antagonizing someone that was wielding it?"
So I was walking down the hallway, and I was taking a break from what was going on, and this woman came running down the stairs, wielding these swords. And I thought, well, at first I thought I should get, we should exchange contact information, but then she just came at me so fast, and so I drew a non-lethal self-defense item.
All right, let me stop you right there. He comes over, he puts his hands on you. Let's just get you sedated. He takes you to the chair. He lays you down, and he says, "It's gonna take a little bit if you want to wait. In the other room there, it'll be a bit less invasive."
Fine by me.
Victor, whose name is Victor Vector, does a fantastic job hooking you up. A few hours later, he comes out of the surgery. He's a little groggy, but he'll be fine. He looks to you, you his wife?
No.
Friend of his? Anyways, just make sure he takes these regularly. He throws you a bunch of pills and some blockers. 2 of these every day for the next 14 days or so should be fine.
Okay.
Thank you, Victor, says Sybil. If my friends run into trouble in the future, can they call on you? He's like, "Yeah, of course. Your friends are my friends." Sends a hand to you. He goes, "Victor Vector."
Ione Cade.
"Excellent, kid. Whenever you need anything done, just come on down here. I guarantee all my work, and I have the cleanest shop around."
It's definitely the cleanest shop I've seen, so...
Well, that's a start. You can go and talk to your friend there if you want. He's just going to be a little loopy for a bit, but, he's got to get used to the thing, too. It's going to feel a little bit weird at first, but I see you got your own little add-on there, so you talking to.
Yeah, I'll go do that. We'll go see how Charlie's doing.
Charlie, you wake up and your head's kind of swimming, and you reach up and you scratch it, and your hand feels kind of cold and weird, and you kind of tonk yourself in the head with it. And
Oh, God.
you look up and you see you have this full-on fiber. Right now, it's just metal. There's on the panel next to you, there's like a bunch of different options, and Victor said, like, you know, whenever you come to and you've had some time to think about it, you can pick one of the options. We can skin-like, we can color it black, we can leave it chrome, whatever you like, and there's like a whole bunch of aesthetic options.
I'm looking at those, and when Cade comes in, I'm like, "Hey, Cade. Hey, it's nice of you to come see me. Look." And I throw up this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be careful with that.
I know I already hit myself in the head.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll definitely happen to you.
Victor comes in and, like, you know, drops up a couple of things. He looks at you, goes, "Look like you're doing all right. I was gonna throw a smart link in there, but then you said your silly thing about non-lethal guns, and I was like, you're never gonna use it anyway, so I didn't." Okay.
Did I make a mistake?
When?
Telling him anything?
Who? The doctor?
That doctor, yeah. I don't know what he just said, but I don't think I liked it.
No, I'm sure he's heard worse and much stranger. Whatever you said probably didn't even register on the scale of weirdness.
Hey, look at this. I'm gonna flip the screen around. It's got all the mods on it. What? I kind of like the camouflage one. What do you think? I kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, camouflage is cool. I just sort of went for the classic, like, black with stuff on it. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about it. I was a kid, so.
Are you happy with your choice, though, now? Is it still working for you?
Yeah, I mean.
Because I was thinking black, too. But the matte black, not the
shiny black. Yeah. You just have to pick whatever feels the most you know? It was, I think, maybe easier for me because I was a kid, so it's grown on me, kind of literally. Yeah. But you're already, you know, fully cooked, so.
Sorry you lost your leg as a kid.
It's the city, and then we all do things for the people we care about, right? So don't sweat it. You should just. Yeah.
I want to tell you something. Sybil said something about if anybody knew a fixer, so that we could get set up with safe lodging. I don't know if I'm leaving here tonight, but I do know somebody if you want any help with that.
You said you didn't want to drag anybody else into this.
Oh, I wasn't going to tell that guy unless I'm, working for him.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
If you're sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Libra's cool.
Yeah, I just... I don't know how safe a hotel is,
Oh, yeah. No, I do. I don't even know. I don't know how safe Night Watch is with it. Sybil wasn't wrong. Sybil sent us, into this whole toothy mess. I'm going to go with black.
Black's a good option. It goes with everything. It's very fashionable.
Yeah.
Yes, if you want to tell me about your fixer, then I would really appreciate it. I'd like to avoid the questioning from Arasaka. Now that I know that you're okay, I'm probably going to head over to mine. You can send me the details, and maybe I'll meet you at your fixer's place with my sister.
I'll get you some details. We'll figure out we'll figure out what's going on if Libra can help us, for sure.
Also, the doctor said these pills twice a day for 14 days. Very important.
Okay, thank you.
very important. This is your responsibility.
You go to grab them and you're like off by about a foot. In your mind, you're like certain you're like reaching for them and you're by a foot.
I use my left hand. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
It's gonna take a little while.
Yeah.
After I get it fit. Yeah.
It'll feel weird for a while. It's gonna, once the meds wear off, you're gonna be in some pain. It'll pass.
All right. Thanks
It's
for
just,
the advice.
yeah, I mean, it's weird pain. It's pain that's not really there. It's just your brain making it up because the limb that would be in pain isn't there to feel it. So
Yeah, I'm having this weird thing right now where it feels like my old arm and the new arm are competing for the same space.
yeah, it's like an imposter limb, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
You'll get used to it.
All right. Well, thanks. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
You get up and kind of get your bearings. You're a little bit woozy, but you're not too bad off. And you see the Vector has put a shirt there for you, and you kind of pull it on because you had to kind of cut out the other, and you pull that on. Thanks for the follow. And as you go to leave, the screens in the room for a very brief second flicker. And you see the words, "Mother's proud of you." That flicker on and off.
Did I get that thing removed, or is it still in me?
You got it removed. It is gone.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
You.
I was having such a day. But when I get a chance, I need to contact Libra.
You will step onto the other room, and you will find Sybil there asleep on one of the little couches, and Hiroyuki is sitting near her, and he sees you coming out, and he shakes her awake, and she and kind of sits up and goes, "How did it go?" "Oh, that's good. Victor does great work." And she comes over and she starts checking out your arm. "Oh, this is great work. How's it feel?"
It was weird, and my shoulder's sore.
"Yeah, that's normal. It's gonna be like that for a while."
Yeah, that's what Cade said. So, hey, I think I can arrange for Cade and her sister to stay someplace, and I can arrange to stay someplace, unless you think I need to stay. I don't think I need to stay
No,
here.
just make sure you don't need to stay here. He'll, if there's any problems with it or any issues, come back and see him. If you have a safe place to go and lay low, I would suggest you do that for a few days, and then we can get in touch again once I've kind of cleared things out. Look, I'm going to go back to Netwatch, and I'm going to give them some of the information, but I don't think they need to have all of this information. I think I want to continue looking into this on my own. If either of you are interested in doing that or helping with that, I would certainly welcome the help, and I would be happy to pay. I'm going to need to be careful and kind of run this as a side gig from Netwatch for a little while. But you don't have to decide right now. Obviously, go and get some rest first. You need it for sure.
I look at my arm.
Yeah.
All right, we can drop you off somewhere.
Yeah, please.
Right? Just,
I better get some stuff. Yeah.
when you get back into the van, you realize that Sachiko's body is gone, as are the other three, Echo and Flapjack and Connor been removed also, but you assume in a different manner that Sachiko was. We hope.
We can only hope.
Where do you want to be dropped off? Or do you need to make a call before you're dropped off, or what do you want to do?
I'm going to make the call en route to my place.
Okay. Calling Libra?
Yeah. And Cade.
You dial up and get Libra on the phone, and she's like, I was starting to worry you'd been blown up with the rest of the building.
I haven't been at work. I have not been at work. I have been to the ends of Night City, Libra. I have seen things I never thought. I got my goddamn arm chopped off. I know you probably think I'm making this up. I'm not making this up. Did your mom go to the show yet? Did you guys go, by the way? I don't know. It hasn't been enough time yet, probably.
No, we did. No, actually, yeah, that's right. There wouldn't have been enough time. This has all happened in like the past 24 seconds. No, but I did get the tickets. Thank you for that. Although, is there still a show with Vox Urbis being destroyed? Like, we don't even know if Callista's still alive.
I don't even know. I don't know if Callista's still alive. I don't know if Suzuki's still alive. I don't know if anybody's that I knew over there is still alive. I don't know what.
Several deaths when the building exploded.
My Maynard bobblehead was in that building, Libra.
Well, I think you probably need to kiss that Maynard bobblehead goodbye.
God, I don't think I can replace it. Hey, I don't think I'm too much.
Look on the dark web. I'm sure someone somewhere.
God, I hate going to the dark web.
But I think Callista's gone. I think Vox Urbis is gone. I don't know what happened.
Does that mean I'm still on the hook? Because I got those tickets. I did pay for them. I sent them to you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You did your part. It's not your fault, unless you're the one who blew up the building.
No, I've been too busy. I've been too busy
getting your arm cut off,
trying to stay alive. Yeah.
Excellent.
But I do have another favor, and I can pay you a little bit if it works, or
what would you like?
Whatever you need. I need a safe place for myself, and I need another safe place for someone I'm working with and her sister. Safe from.
I'm going to do you a favor here, Carly.
Yes. Okay.
And that favor is I'm going to give you the name of someone who can put you up somewhere safe for a while. But I don't want you to pay me. Okay. You've been through a lot. I think you just had a very transitional experience.
Yeah.
I think it's time for you, Charlie Horse, to stop being the horse and become the jockey.
I like where you're going here, Libra.
You drive the horse now. You've been wanting... You've been asking me for, what, like a year and a half now. How does one become a fixer? One becomes a fixer by fixing things. You start making some connections, you hook people up, and then you profit off of making those connections. That's literally my job. But you have to start somewhere, and the way you start is by starting. You can't just go to night school, and you can't download a chipset, and you can't watch, holograms about you. Have to just do it. And I think you're at that time now. So I'm going to give you the name of a person who handles not only safe houses, but also that you can tap to get access to vehicles and certain other contraband. Now, I'm sure that in this little adventure of yours, you've met a few other people also that probably know other people, and who these people know other people. So
yes,
I think it's time for you to start being the jockey, drive that horse, get paid. Stop calling me every 10 minutes.
Libra, you have done me such a solid. And once I get my feet under me and I'm on the ground, you need anything, you call me.
All right, I'm flicking you some details. His name is Rico Two-Tone. He owns a little place outside of town, very safe. You'll be fine there for a few days. And he likes to make new friends. So when you get there, you make friends with him. And next time you need a place, you call him. And next time somebody else needs a place, you call him, and then he gives you a kickback. That's all. But you got to remember, you got to get it from both ends, and not like Chinese finger cuffs. You got to get kickback from Rico, but you also got to get a percentage from the person you're setting up.
Right. Hey, Libra. Thanks, man.
No problem, Jockey.
All right. Hey, take care.
Yeah, you too. Flicks your deeds.
All right. I don't know if Kate wants to have a moment.
I'm getting dropped off at least a few blocks away from my apartment. So I can walk there.
Where are you getting dropped off after this, Tyre, or are you going to make another phone call?
I am going to make another phone call.
All right, so let's do the other phone call, and then we'll drop people off. What happens?
All right, I'm going to call this Rico.
The phone rings a couple times, and then a little ad comes up, and there's like, you see this very large, muscled man lying on the table, naked, and you see these robotic hands that come in and start massaging. Two-tone massage, the best place to get wrinkled out or wrinkled in. Call now for our rates. We offer the line goes in, and the guy comes on, and he is the most Scandinavian-looking man you've ever seen. He is pale white, short blonde hair, blue eyes, very tall and thin. Hello, are you calling about the massage?
Is this Rico?
Yes.
Rico. Hey.
Yes.
I don't need a massage, my friend.
Oh.
I need your help, and I think we can help each other. A friend of yours and a friend of mine said we should be friends.
And who would that friend be?
A friend of mine named Libra.
Libra.
Right.
Such a wonderful, wonderful person. Always sending the most interesting people my way. Are you one of those interesting people?
I am.
Interesting. But you're not calling about the massage.
I am not.
I
need a couple. Yes. Let me just get straight to the point. I don't mean to interrupt you. And,
it's quite all right. I don't do the massages myself.
Okay.
Not anymore. I used to.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, what I need is more in line with a couple of places. A couple of people need to lie low for a couple of days.
From a rating of 1, which means no one even knows you're alive, to 10, which means not only do they know you're alive, they know where you are and they're coming to get you. What would you say is the actual rating, the risk rating of people coming after you?
My honest assessment in this particular situation is a good 5.5, 6.
All right, so 8. And is there anybody in particular that you've pissed off that I might need to be aware of, like Militech or something ridiculous like that?
No, I really don't think that these interests would. So I'm just going to level with you. I used to work at Vox Urbis. I used to. Yeah. And so some things some of the fallout from, the fallout.
Was it disgruntled listeners?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I tuned in once to one of your infomercials late at night selling this rotisserie chicken thing, and it was bad.
We didn't even sell very many of those, according to the books. But, now apparently those records are just under a pile of rubble. Along with my Maynard Keenan bobblehead. But
I have one of those, and he turns the camera over, and you see he's got Maynard Keenan, and he's got Trent Reznor.
This is Libra knew that we would get along.
I do like classic rock.
Yeah, I mean that's going back a ways, but yeah. Okay, so the thing is, no, I just, what the fallout, from what happened at Box Urbis and things like that's got a few of us a little bit nervous. And
I'm reading you. How many people will we be housing, and do you need separate beds?
Separate locations, please. There's just myself for one, and a woman I work with and her daughter, her sister.
Is your daughter or sister or both?
Woman and her sister.
All right. In Night City, weird things happen.
I couldn't begin to explain.
Will you be needing armed escorts or automated defenses or...
No, just a quiet, out-of-the-way place.
Excellent. Right, we have a few rules. No smoking.
Okay.
No delivery. No pizza delivery, no food delivery. There is Stuffer Shack across the road. If you need anything, you go there. They got almost everything you might need. We don't like to bring in people we don't know to the place. You know?
Absolutely.
Excellent. All right, I'm flicking you some details right now. It's the Raven Motel. It's just outside the city, to the east in the Badlands. Take the 401 out. You can't miss it.
I'm looking forward to meeting you.
I'm looking forward to meeting you. What did you say your name was again?
Jockey. I'm the jockey.
You ride horses, I get it. And he writes that down. Excellent. Well, we'll be expecting you...
2 hours.
All right, excellent. 2 hours. Very good, Charlie. When you come in, do check in at the front desk. We'll have your keys for you, as well as some fresh linen and a few towels. And we also offer you a couple of minutes as a welcoming.
Hey, thank you, Rico. I'll look for those deeds.
Excellent. All right, Jockey. And if you need a massage, the service is available.
Perfect.
Excellent. He hangs up, and do you need to go to your place, Charlie, to pick up some stuffs?
I'll go to my place and get my stuff.
All right, but first, Ione, you get dropped off a few blocks away. As you get out, Sybil says, again, I'm very sorry for everything that happened. You have my number. If there's any issue at all, you call me, and either I'll be right over through the net, or Hiryuki will come by. If there's any issues, you just give us a call. Do you have a weapon?
Yeah, I have weapons.
Good luck. I've been monitoring the chatter online. It doesn't appear that there's any interest in your place yet, but I wouldn't dilly-dally.
Yeah, I'm not planning on it. She gets out of the car, kind of leans down, looks at Charlie, and sort of nods, and then leaves.
You head towards your place. What do? You get dropped off a few blocks away. What do you do? How do you...
Yeah, I walk home. I'm sort of keeping an eye out for anything strange or out of the ordinary as I roll up, as it is my place being surveyed by anyone.
Well, sounds like it's time for a roll. You got a couple extra Nicolas earlier from...
I did.
Some people. So what you're going to give me is a probably
perception.
Actually, what's your perception at?
Well, my human perception is a +11, and my perception is a +10. So.
All right. Go ahead and roll. First off, roll your local expert to your home.
Oh, yay. Okay.
See if you can get a little extra bonus out of that, since you would know.
That's an 18.
Excellent. So you can add a 1 to your other roll, because you know the place.
Okay, so that's a 14 + 1 is 15. Is that
excellent? You don't notice anything out of the ordinary or stranger that sets off any.
Okay, then I will walk up to my place, walk up to my door, and I'm going to do a knock on the door, a special knock, to let my sister know that it's me coming in the door as I unlock the door and walk in.
You unlock the door, walk in, you can hear the tread going. You move through, there's nothing out of place, everything is perfectly fine. There's a bag of cheesy poofs that's kind of ripped open and, you know, like she kind of leaves lying around. And there's some dishes in the sink, that kind of thing. And walk into the living room and she is sitting there. She has the TV on, but she has her headphones on and she's staring at it. She doesn't hear.
Ioni's gonna kind of stand there looking at her for a second, just sort of taking in what's probably going to be the last bit of normalcy in this kid's life for a while.
She seems, as she usually is, very absorbed in whatever's going on in her ears and her thing, and she kind of looks up at the other screen, back down, back up.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. She wishes she could stall for longer, but she knows she really can't. So she's going to take a breath and walk over and put a hand on her sister's shoulder.
She just very kind of slowly turns around and looks up at you. You bring chicken nuggets?
No, I didn't bring chicken nuggets. Take your headset off. We have to...
I texted you.
I know. I'm sorry.
We have nothing to eat in this house. Stupid.
Well, we're not gonna be here much longer.
You realize she's back on the screen.
Yeah, Lissa, I need you to look at me.
What?
We need to talk.
I can't hear you.
Lissa, take the headphones off, please.
What?
I need you to go to your room and to pack a bag of your things.
What are you talking about?
This is going to be really complicated and annoying. And it might be a little scary, but I need you to put your things away and pack a bag of your things. We're not going to come back here.
Why? You not been paying the rent again? The Holtmeyer told us we can't be late on the rent again. That if late on the rent again, you were either going to have to do something to make up for it, or we were going to get kicked out.
I know. It's not the rent. It's more serious. I don't want to scare you.
Yeah, you're scaring me by telling me you don't want to scare me. What's going on? I'm 13 years old. I'm not a child. You can tell me.
Oh, okay. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. A little while ago, something happened to me, and I was implanted with something and blackmailed about it for a while, and I didn't know what to do. So I tried to just do my job so that we could have this place and you could have your things and we could have a good life. But I was tricked and someone took advantage of me and tried to make me hurt some people, and I didn't want to do it. So now we are going to have to lay low for a little while until things blow over. And I'm just gonna figure it out, like I always do.
Have you been slinging BD? Like, this sounds like something from some trashy science fiction novel.
I wish it was. I wish I were on something that would probably make everything easier, but no. I had to stop someone from bleeding out today. So that's how my day is going. I got trapped in a VR hellscape.
You were slinging BD. So when she says that, she's referring to brain dance, which are recordings of people's experiences that other people can then go through.
No, it wasn't like that. I was kidnapped. Okay? And I escaped. And a lot has happened in the last 24 hours, Alyssa. I know I'm not explaining it well right now. I am just trying to keep you safe. So I need you to just listen to me and to trust me.
You still have a job?
No, I don't work at Arasaka anymore.
Good. They're fucking dickheads.
Yeah, they are dickheads.
The person you tried to stop the bleeding, did you stop it?
Yeah, he's helping us. He's gonna find us somewhere to stay.
Still alive?
Yes.
She puts her screen down, she gets up, she comes over. Gives you a big hug. Says, then you did good.
Yeah. I'm trying to do good.
And when she does that, you hear Echo's voice coming from her head.
What's Echo saying? What's Echo up to right now?
She's talking about the city, the city's like the mother, and that, we don't take care of her. And if you don't take care of her, then she can't take care of you, because then it starts falling apart, and then we have to, do our part, and it's just like a household where you have to help each other out. You have to help your brothers, the kind of usual stuff that you would talk about.
Okay. Yeah.
You know that the thing she was using to broadcast is no longer in service.
Yeah. This must be a rerun. Surely it must be a rerun. Okay. Ione will hug her sister back and hear this voice. And she'll sort of like pull back and like run her hand over Lissa's shoulder and like give her arms a squeeze. I'm trying to do good, and I will do much better when you go to your room and you pack your things, okay?
You see over her shoulder that what was on the TV has changed, and there is only a static image of an old rusted boat. Beached.
Now, Lissa, now, go.
She's just staring at you. When she speaks to you, she speaks with Echo's voice.
Fucking hell.
There are others. Like you. Others who survived.
I don't care.
Something is hunting them.
I don't care about them. I don't know them. I only care about my sister. Get out.
They need help, Ione. They need us. This is what we do. We help each other so that city, everyone in it, can be better off. The reason that what happened to us is because no one helped us.
I don't do anything. I was kidnapped and brought into something that I never wanted to be a part of. I don't remember that boat. I only care about keeping my sister safe and staying alive.
The image on the TV switches and you see a map of Night City and the outside, and then there's a location that appears on it. The boat is right there. Ione, there is no keeping your sister safe as long as you're being hunted. You can try to hide and continue trying to hide, but doing this is only going to delay the inevitable. Your sister is as wrapped up in this as you.
Then I'll deal with it.
There is song. City sings. The city, who is our mother, her real mother. There's a song that she sings, and it has a beautiful melody, but we can't hear it because everybody else is busy out there singing their own song, opening the windows and screaming their own songs, and it drowns out the voice of Mother. There are two people right now, Gemini, who hear Mother's song, and they want to choke it out of her. And when that song goes, there will be no more harmony. The city will be just a place of individuals screaming at each other in their own language and their own song, and no one being able to understand anybody else. And is this the type of place you want Lissa to grow up in? Is this the type of future you want for her?
No, it's not.
Then play your part. Play your part in the great song of the Mother. You can set the tone. You can set the cadence. You are cadence. You okay?
I'll figure it out, like I always do.
What are you doing?
What?
What? What? What's
No,
going on?
I'm fine.
Snap out of it.
Go to your room.
Snap out of it.
Go to your room. Go to your room.
This
I'm
is like
fine.
DEFCON 4. We're in like some dire life or death shit, and you're fucking out in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know that song you were singing.
What song?
I don't want to set the world on fire. What the fuck is that? I've never heard that song before.
It's
You and that old music.
It's vintage. Go to your room.
You're vintage.
God fucking damn it. Okay. I'm gonna pack. However, whatever I have that is worth packing.
You pack whatever you have that's worth packing. And meanwhile, across the city, Charlie, you get dropped off, and Sybil does the same thing to you. She's very sorry, and if you need anything, you can always call, and they'll be there, and they'll send you a message a few days from now when they feel it's safe for you all to gather again.
Thanks, Sybil. I kind of feel like I'm getting the hang of it, you know?
Take a few more days, but eventually that arm will be just like your old one. See any different?
Yeah, but I mean all of it. Except that.
Well, I kind of see this as, there's a part of you that's been cut off, right? There's a part of your life that's been cut off, but now you have a new one. And it's strange and it's alien and it's different, but eventually, if you keep on using it and used to it, it will be even better than the original.
There's something that I think that I'm understanding about what Jack was putting us under. And, I tried to do what I thought I was supposed to do. And it wasn't real. But what it taught me, what I've learned, is none of it's real. We just adapt to the circumstances, and as they change, we go through the open doorway. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm figuring out.
It is a world constantly in transition. New technologies, new developments coming at us faster than we can really get used to any of them. Before we get used to one thing, there's already 10 new versions that have come out that have left the other ones dust. And
yeah, I know all that, but also new alliances.
What's important is like your name, you have to find yourself, and you have to know what you want out of this life. You have to keep it in your sight and go for it no matter what, and let that be your guiding star. But you have to know what that thing is.
Yeah.
Then you pursue it.
Well, that's my new radical.
Good. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah. I'll talk to you in a few days.
Yeah. Be careful in there. If it
Yeah,
feels hinky, don't go in.
Good advice. I'll slam the door and mosey.
You mosey on in. You don't detect anything towards you. Find your way into your apartment. Everything is the way you left it. What do you do?
I look around my place. It's kind of pathetic now. I mean, I can see it. And it's not really my place anymore. This was Charlie's place. It's Charles's place. And you can just sit here. I'm going to pack my necessities. I'm going to pack my best clothes. I'm going to pack the necessities. I don't have anything real special besides that. So I'm just taking the fundamentals and I'm going to build from there. And that's what I do. I pack it up. I go to the door. I look back at Charles's place. I close the door. I head out.
As you close the door, you get a little blink message coming in. You see that it's from Constant.
Is it a message or is it a call?
The message.
What does it say?
You flip it on and you hear her voice for the first time in a little while. And she sounds like she's been crying and she sounds very afraid. Hi, Charlie. I'm sorry I disappeared on you, but I'm in trouble. Deep trouble. Hi. Man came to find me. Palmer. Member of the Aldecaldos. He's my brother. He had proof. My mother left the Caldos after I was born. My father kept him. I can't go into details about what he told me over a vid message, but it's bad, Charlie. And I really, really need your help. I know you have job and life, and I always envied that. Did. I wouldn't ask you to throw that away for me, but I'm scared. I don't know who else to turn to. I need you to come find me, Charlie. Find me, please. Your friend, the one who works with you, Callista Glow. She knows what. And then the message.
Okay. gonna try and call her. That's my first instinct.
You get the equivalent to this number does not exist.
Is there any way I can track back, do a reverse?
You would need like a net runner.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do like a basic thing, but like the basic thing you could do from the message would give you the same answer that this is unknown. If you do anything more than that, you would need a net runner.
All right. Constance goes to the top of the list. I'm going to get the information over to Cade about where to meet for the safe house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to head that direction.
The two of you have each a little bag with whatever was left that you might want to bring with you from your old life. Lissa's got her little backpack with mostly some of her electronic gadgets and pads, and she is very unbothered. You feel like on the surface, but you can tell from the look in her eyes that something has changed, and you don't know what it is. And you don't hear Echo's voice anymore through her headset, and she says that she thought that program was done. There was a message yesterday saying it was over, but then tonight it played again. Brand new one too, one she never heard before. She'll hold your hand. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said interesting.
She'll hold your hand, whatever means of transportation you use to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you will find yourselves heading out into the Badlands outside of Night City when you look back behind you. You see the city you're leaving back behind, and there's this strange feeling about it. The city itself is massive and alienating and strange and dark, and even with all the lights and the massive holograms that disappear up into the sky and these long ribbons and all the little blinking lights of ships coming in and leaving and the millions of lives that are right now doing whatever they can, surviving, living, fucking, killing, stealing, working, crying, hoping, dreaming. There is a deep, vibrating sense of life that you feel from the city. Do you know that there is something more there than the buildings and the holograms and neons and the streets? And the thought that might come into your mind is, as you look into it, to wonder whether or not this place really is a mother in some ways, because a mother is supposed to look after her children, to care for them, to make sure that they have everything they need, to educate them, to help them grow up. And your first thought perhaps is that this place is way too fucked up for that. But then you look back to the last few days, things you've endured, the things you've survived, the things you've learned from it, the people you are now compared to the people you were in this little journey. And you're not sure whether or not Night City is mother, but there is something there, a spirit, that somehow is looking after you, is giving you hard lessons, but lessons worth knowing, lessons that make you more capable, stronger than you've ever been before. And as you clutch Lissa's hand and see Charlie standing there on the sidewalk of this little desert motel called the Raven Motel, with this giant raven and neon on top of it, and this old windwheel up in the distance, and a bunch of little containers stacked around it. You realize now in some kind of defensive position, and a few vehicles parked out here. Old sodium lights still kind of throwing that yellow light on top of this. You realize that Charlie's arm is glinting in this light. That chrome that he's got, the bare chrome that has no finish on it yet. That bare bones, new piece of technology that's attached to it. Reflecting that light.
This is the place?
Doesn't get more conspicuous than this.
Yeah.
Just a couple of days.
Is this your boyfriend? Kind of old.
No, not my boyfriend. This is my friend, who I told you was going to help us.
Comes over and looks up at you and tonk, knocks on your arm.
Oh, you
Full
like
arm,
that?
choom.
It's new. Hey, you got the lingo down. What's your name?
Lissa.
Good to meet you, Alyssa. I'm Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. Full
Hey,
arm.
sorry you gotta... Yeah, thanks. It's new. You can probably tell that. Sorry you had to come out here and leave home and stuff, but
Okay, our home sucked, man.
so did mine.
I mean, this place looks like it sucks too, to be perfectly honest. But do they have a vending machine? You think I could use some?
Let me find
kinda
out.
Fucking off and.
Okay, well,
Don't go too far.
It's because she's got you looking after her.
Yeah, well, it's good that she feels like she can walk around knowing someone is looking out for her.
Yeah.
Thanks for this. I do appreciate it as much as it is an interesting place.
You see the neon ads for massages, and some of them are.
Yeah.
I mean, inconspicuous in its own way, you know.
Mm-hmm. Your friend is the one who set us up here?
Indirectly. Through channels, you know. That's how we do.
Channels. Right.
Yeah. I never asked you what you did for Arasaka.
Nothing particularly interesting. I was in documentation for a while, which is how I knew about the transmitter that Erica had. I was just a desk person, you know.
So me too. Yeah, I'd say
really.
So, yeah. Accounts receivable, accounts payable, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm familiar with those guys. No, it's so fucked up because I just met Sachiko, or I thought I did.
Mm-hmm.
And we met at Flapjack's shop. And I thought we were friends. And Arasaka wanted me to bring her into the fold. And she convinced me to give all of that up and help her. And it was just a trick. It was just because of whatever we went through on that ship. She must have known that I was like you, one of these children.
Well, there's something funny about that because I don't know if this has anything to do with Mother, but the way I got involved in this was we were working with Sybil. Sybil, they wanted to track who I didn't know was, well, I got figured it out. But anyway, but it went sideways. And we ended up kind of running off with Sachiko. Like getaway drivers. It was the stupidest thing. It was the stupidest day I've had. It was the stupidest day I had till today.
Yeah, well.
But that's kind of weird.
The chips all fell, huh?
I mean, did they? Or was it all set up?
I don't know. Mother did reach out again to me through the TV.
You don't get the sense it was Mother. You get the sense it was Echo.
Oh, what? Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Because you know that Mother takes on the newest voice that she has. That's why she spoke for a while as the others. But the voice that spoke to you through your sister
was Echo. It wasn't. Ah. Okay. Redact that. Jump back. So something really weird happened at my apartment before I came.
Tonight?
My sister. Yes, tonight. Okay. I think Echo spoke to me.
What? How?
I don't know how. It was very creepy. I think I was having a moment, but in my mind, it was like I was seeing my sister talking to me and the TV screens were changing. But Echo said that the people like us, the other children, are being hunted. And that we need to stop it. And we need to do something about it. And that if whatever plans are happening are allowed to succeed, the city is going to devolve. If Gemini are allowed to snuff out the song of the city, then everything's going to change, and for the worse.
Do you think Echo is an AI?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what happened to her. I knew something was wrong. I didn't think Echo would have been able to kill Jack. So I thought... I knew something strange had happened, but I couldn't really understand it at the time. And earlier, when I was with my sister, I heard Echo's show through the headset, and Lissa told me that it was a new broadcast. It was one that she hadn't heard before.
But that shouldn't be possible. The building's been bombed.
It shouldn't be possible. And yet.
Echo also talked to me before. Echo was the one talking to me before I got, like, my scar here.
Uh-huh.
That Calico person was going to coup de grace. But then they got taken over and it was Echo. And then Echo was gone after I'm not making good sense of this.
No, yeah. I mean, how much sense can we make? But the point is that Echo said that if I try to hide, it's just going to delay the inevitable. And if I do nothing, then is this a sort of world that I want my sister to grow up in?
I don't know about you, but right now, I'm planning to hold on to whatever help we can get from Sybil. I don't know who else to trust.
I don't know who else to trust, and I need a job.
So do I.
So, I guess
we're joining the company.
I guess we're joining Sybil. Something tells me that Sybil has a lot more little side projects than she lets on.
Yeah, I kind of meant that as a nickname. I think I'll give Sybil a nickname, the company.
The company?
She can't assign it herself.
Yeah, true. Echo called me Cadence.
I like that. That kind of fits with your name, you know?
Yeah, I guess it does.
Somebody called me the jockey.
The jockey?
Yeah, they said I needed to not be the horse. I need to ride the horse.
Take charge of your own life, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the weird thing that happened to me tonight. I gave up my old life.
Yeah.
We're going to bed.
Yes, we're going to bed. We need to... Where are our rooms?
Oh, yeah. Did I get the keys already?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
Comes back and she's got like a whole bunch
What'd
of
you get?
bars.
What you got?
It's your own.
Okay, I just want to see.
I got some, nougat and that Sergeant Pepper's band pepper and sausage. Get away.
No, can you just give me a little bit? Come on, just give me a little.
Get your own. Besides, your friend says hi.
Which friend?
She turns and she points to the vending machine. There's Echo, and you see very briefly in the screen on the front of the vending machine the face of Echo here. You give me the candy for free.
Yeah, she's really nice that way.
Is there a jacuzzi here? And she...
Okay, what?
Yeah. I thumb over towards the vending machine. Echo.
I don't know. I guess so. I don't know.
We'll reconvene in the morning, but if you need anything, let me know.
Well, you know where I'll be, so yeah. Thanks again, jockey.
You too, Cadence.
The two of you head to your apartment, and as you climb up the stairs and pass key and get into each of your rooms, the camera pans down and travels along the ground slowly, and you see the tarmac of the asphalt, of the parking lot, and then we see the dirt, the Badlands dirt that's on the side of the road, and then we cross the road, and the road is old and cracked, and there are chunks missing, and there are huge potholes in the camera. It gets down across the road and again into the Badlands and the scrub and the brush and the cactus that are there, and it still moves to the bottom of Windwheel, and slowly the camera starts to pan up along. Cigarette that falls down in front of it. Camera keeps going up, and as it goes up and away from the lights, it gets darker and darker, and at the top, for a moment, all one would see up there, 3 red dots like eyes staring out of the darkness. Somewhere off in the distance, there is a strike of lightning, and for a moment, a figure, disheveled, destroyed, ripped apart, rebuilt, damaged by fire and water and gunshots and swords and everything else, a monument to every little bit dark technology and violence that exists in Night City, stares out at the motel, and after a moment leans back and waits. And with that, my friends,
Nice.
we end a little Cyberpunk story.
Wow.